The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky's Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on the shores of beautiful Rose Lake.
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perm, make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Vergas State Bank, your locally owned full-service bank.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today. I'm with these lovely ladies, Bev Flaitland and Jane Wasvik. We're at the Vergas Community or Event Center. Oh, I go back. I'll continue to call it the Community Center forever, but you know where we're at. We're in Vergas. We're at the Event Center. And the reason that we are taping here today is because there's an event that's going to be coming up. It's on December 4th. It is going to be a concert that you are not going to want to miss, and the reason you're not going to want to miss it is because it's a fundraiser, a benefit for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life team, the Vergas Loonies. And Bev, you are the new captain of the Vergas Loonies. A lot of you will remember Jane Christensen used to head up the Vergas Loonies team, have the Relay for Life, which is always over in Perm, is what we sponsor and work with, is the Perm one. They're all over, the nation. And that's in July, and it's just really important. I shouldn't say it's really important. It is important, but the thing of it is that we're all affected by cancer somehow.
Yes.
And that's how we get involved in it. So why don't you just go ahead and tell me how you got involved with the American Cancer Society Relay for Life?
My sister died of cancer about 12 years ago now at 51, which is an awful young age. My mother-in-law passed away from cancer. Many friends, one very dear one just very recently. And so it seemed like it was a good cause to do something with. Mm-hmm. I went to a concert that Jane played in last year about this time, and I was so inspired by all these people playing all this music. I thought it would be just so wonderful to have something like that here in Vergas. So I talked to my friends, and,
and
here we are. And I think it's just a very, very good fundraiser. American Cancer raises money for to teach people how to take better care of themselves, to look for new cures, therapies, and Relay for Life is a very big way. It's a community action thing that is done, and it's done all over. Right. And this is a nice way to break up. I thought it'd be a nice way to get everybody in the Christmas spirit.
I know. Christmas time, you can't get much better than that. When you talk about the Relay for Life, am I correct, Bev, that what you do is anybody who wants to be a part of the team can be part of the team by selling some luminaries, and then you gather together at the Perm track, and you are there for the evening.
It was, I went to my very first one last year. It's very inspiring. They had doves they released. Mm-hmm. And yes, if you sell 10 luminaries at $10 a piece, you get a t-shirt. You join the team, you walk around the track as a team, and it's just a whole lot of fellowship with people that are now dealing with cancer, or have survived cancer, or have lost people to cancer. It's very inspiring, and it's free of charge. Anybody can come to the relay behind the pack at the, I don't know what they call it, the football, is it the football field?
It's on the track over there at the, at the Perm field. And so the Relay for Life event has been going for a number of years, and it's just really great to be able to have a Vergas team part of that. Now, as you were talking about the concert that we're going to be having, it's a concert and a bake sale. And so you're going to get all done at once. You're going to just sit back and just enjoy getting that Christmas spirit by listening to Christmas music, and then you're going to be able to buy your baked goods and go home, and you're going to be set for Christmas. But Jane Wasvik is with us, and Jane is one of the co-chair people on the event itself, and she's with the Band of Faith, and that's one of the entertainers of the evening or the afternoon that will be. It's from 2 to 4, and Perm Swing Choir, the high school kids from the Perm Swing Choir will be coming over. We've got our local lady, Kim Krotsky, who's going to be doing some piano music. And then we've got the Band of Faith, which is out of Pelican Rapids. And Jane, I'd like you to tell me a little bit about the Band of Faith.
Yeah, the Band of Faith has been in existence since about 1996. Mike Nettestead over in Pelican Rapids is our band director. And we have people coming from all around the area, come together once a week to practice. Generally, we play for Sunday morning for different churches in the area, and then we also do some visits to the nursing homes, especially at Christmas time. We take a Christmas concert to some of the area nursing homes. And when we talked about having this concert, I talked to Mike, and the Band of Faith has really gotten behind this because they know this is a great cause, the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life. So we've got some mostly Band of Faith members, but we've also recruited some folks from the Veterans Band in Fargo and also from the Detroit Lakes Community Band. So we've got a few extras joining us just so we can have a bigger band, and it's going to be a really fun afternoon, I think. And our basically our band is just organized to kind of have fun, enjoy music, and share in a sort of a spiritual side of us too, and because that's what we do.
You know, Jane, you play in the area, and I know you've got a following, and so yeah, you know, we get a following. I mean, you might have some groupies here, that fan club. Right. But I just think it's so wonderful that you all come together for that, and I hear a little bit of tidbit of that there might be some singing with it too, right?
Yes, at the last song that we're going to do with the Band of Faith is a sing-along, Christmas sing-along, and I think there's about 6 or 7 songs in there, all very familiar Christmas songs, and so we're going to ask the audience to get up and sing along, and you know, everybody by the time we're all through should be in the spirit.
You know, it does. It just starts getting me in the Christmas spirit because it's just on December 4th, it's just the beginning of the month, and and like we talked, there's only one other way to get in the Christmas spirit, and that is with baked goods. Tell me a little bit about what we got going on for that. There's a lot of people that have volunteered to bake.
Yeah, we've got several local people that have volunteered to bake and put their things on display, and so there'll be bake sale items for sale. We're also going to try something a little different. We're going to have a little silent auction where we've got special pies and cakes that people can bid on. And just at a recent bake sale, I know everybody likes that stuff, so we figured maybe a little competitive shopping with those things would be good. And then we're going to have a bake sale, so anything, lots of Christmas goodies and breads and lots of things will be there for sale. And then we're also going to serve some refreshments. And we just asked for a free will offering for those because we feel like this is a fundraiser, we need to raise money. But we're going to offer some Christmas cookies, cider, coffee, and all of that stuff during the afternoon as well. So you can have a little snacks while you're deciding what you want to buy and listen to the concert.
Right, that's wonderful. Well, and on December 4th from 2 to 4 here at the Event Center, it is all about raising money for American Cancer Society. And it's all the proceeds are going to go into the Relay for Life funds, which are turned over to the American Cancer Society. And the other thing is that there's been some Thrivent Choice money that's been available for it, so it's really helped defray some of the costs. Now, Bev, I know luminaries are a big part of the Relay for Life. Tell me a little bit about that.
We will be having them here for you to buy. They're $10 a bag. They light them up at 9 o'clock-ish at the track over there. Last year there were about 5,000 of them. They double put them in 2 rows and had them off to the side. It was very awesome. We will have somebody here that will decorate them for you if you don't want to do them. If you want to do them yourself, that's fine. And then I will hold on to them until the relay actually is July 15th.
Okay, and so those
Friday.
Right.
Second Friday always in July.
Okay, and so you bring those kids in that are, maybe going to get a little bit antsy while some of the things are going on. Send them back to buy a luminary, and they could decorate that during the concert. Yeah. Oh, that's just great. And so let me just wrap it up. On December 4th at the Vergas Event Center from 2 to 4, you're going to have the opportunity to not only support American Cancer Society and the Vergas Loonies Relay for Life, you're going to have the chance to come in and hear some awesome music. The Band of Faith out of Pelican Rapids, Kim Krotsky and the Perm Swing Choir are going to be here. You're going to be able to get all your Christmas baking done in one stop. You're going to be able to enjoy some of that Christmas baking. And you're also going to be able to purchase some luminaries. And it's just going to be a great afternoon to be able to get you in the Christmas spirit. And just it's a time of giving. And what a better way to do that than at the American Cancer Society Relay for Life fundraiser. So thank you, Bev. Thank you, Jane, for organizing this. And thank you for all your hard work in making it happen. And we'll see you on December 4th. All right. It's a Sunday afternoon. You won't want to miss it. You have a good day in Vergas.